27 years old and I have no friends.
They want to see you fail.
You're not a good friend.
It seems like no one has real friends anymore. And if they do, they turn out to be fake. And if they're not fake, they were really just an associate more so than just a friend. Because the more I'm looking around and talking to different people, it seems like everybody just has like one good friend and maybe two, and then the rest is just like floating in limbo, or they turn out to be fake. There's a lot to talk about, and that's exactly what we're going through in this video. We're gonna be talking about why Gen Z and millennials are dealing with fake friends, different types of friendships, how it's hard to make friends, and so much more. So if you like this kind of conversations, be sure to subscribe, and let's dive right into this video.
A couple of things that a real friend wouldn't do. This one might hit a little. They get nasty or weirdly defensive because you're trying to have a difficult conversation with them.
Okay, this video might hit. This video might hit some strings and it might be a little too real for me, because that's a big one. That's a big one. It is a little frustrating when you're talking to a friend and you start to get really deep or ask really pressing questions, and then they're caught off guard. They don't want to answer it. They don't feel like getting that deep. And I'm sitting here like, okay, so what do you want? Because I'm actually a friend and I actually want to get to the source of the problem and get really, really deep. That's how I'm trying to get. And truly, I know, like from my perspective, I see this type of behavior more with my straight guy friends, half of them I would say, because one half of my straight friends, they see me as like a bro, but then also like I'm still gay, so I have that feminine aspect, so they can like vent to me more and they feel less judgmental. And then my other side of straight friends, they're just a brick wall. And we're gonna get into like male friendship dynamics too, but it is frustrating coming across those people where like you hit them with a question and they don't want to answer, or they get all tense and tight.
Genuine connection never deteriorates because of a difficult conversation.
Yes.
Remember that. They have an issue with you, but instead of coming to you with said issue, they go to literally everyone else. A real friend's going to come up to you and be like, what's going on between us? You know what I mean?
A real friend is going to come to you. This is an A and B conversation, see your ass out the door. C being everyone else. If you have an issue with me, come talk to me. If I have an issue with you, I'll come talk to you. Not everybody needs to be in our business. We need to be gossiping other people. We don't need to be spilling tea. No. If there's an issue, come to me. Let's talk about it. And if we're going through something, keep it here. Not everybody needs to know our business. Not everybody needs to know. Because here's the problem. If me and you are going through something, and then you run into all your little friends about why we are beefing or why there's a riff or something a little different or odd, they're getting your perspective. They're getting your side of the story, and that's all that they're getting. They're not hearing from me, so now they're automatically looking at me like I'm the bad guy or like whatever you've told them. And to me, that's just not fair.
A real friend is not going to be in a room full of people and talk negatively about you.
Never.
They're going to be in a room full of people talking positively about you. They're going to be hyping you up behind your back.
I can't even imagine being with someone who's like talking down about me in front of other people. If you've dealt with that, you got to cut them off. It ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. You got to cut them off. Goodbye.
Friend wouldn't act weird and strange when something good happens in your life. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll be talking about this later on in this video, but like now that I am a YouTuber and I have some type of fame and people see me in public, people see the numbers, they look at me differently now. And it's kind of sad. It's honestly really hard for me to make a genuine friend and a genuine connection because people come up to me wanting to use me or just only wanting to be my friend because I'm a YouTuber, because I have clout or whatever you may be. And there's a clear difference in people, in my friends that before YouTube, who saw YouTube grow and see who I am now. And they're like, I've always messaged you, Amir, great guy, whatever. Like we may have our differences, but keep doing you. Very proud of you. Versus the people who've been peeping you and like throwing shade or like not really happy for you. Never said any like congrats or proud of you. They just like watch from the distance. That's odd. I'm not one of those people where like I'm expecting you to like a story, leave a comment. No. But if I see you in public and we're catching up and you're just like, oh, I hear you doing YouTube, well, whatever, that's cool. Like, come on. Like, I'm gonna hype you up, you hype me up. But like, if I'm just getting like bitter vibes from you, that's just like kind of like weird.
A real friend would never make you feel like you have to earn the friendship.
Yeah.
This is not a premium subscription, babes. It's a friendship. If I have to break down someone's walls to get the good, to get the kind version of them, what the fuck, no?
Well, I can understand some walls. I can understand you meeting somebody and they're like showing you who they are. And then the more you get to know them, the more you learn about them. That's pretty common in a friendship, hell, even a relationship. But have I run into the friendship where I've had to like really break someone down? I mean, that kind of gets back to the first question when I'm trying to get to know somebody and they don't want to answer the question. That's when I'm like, okay, then what is this? You don't want to answer questions. I'm trying to help you become a better version of yourself. You're not doing it. You're like just weird behavior. It's frustrating and it's very odd.
I'm gonna go ahead and share your personal secrets with literally every single person ever. Like, you know that you can't go to this person and tell them something because they're gonna go blabber it to everybody who has ears. Like,
yeah, and that's not even a friend. Is there anyone? Not really, no. I mean, my circle is very small, very, very small. And I'll tell my friends and my close friends, like, what I'm going through and things that are going on in my life. But if there's someone in your life where you know you can't tell them anything because they're going to run into everybody else, that's not a good friend to have around. It's not a big old blabbermouth. Maybe keep them from a distance. Like, this friend is this type of friend. We see each other at these events. An acquaintance. They're an acquaintance at this point. I can see that. But if you're constantly around the type of person where you have to be on guard and you're scared to like tell them about yourself and tell them what's going on because they're going to spread all your business to everybody else, they gotta go. Said a girl with no friends is a red flag. And this says maybe she just haven't found her people yet. Valid. There's people who just haven't found their tribe. And I'm sorry, I'd much rather be alone right now and like go out every now and then trying to find my people and maintain my peace than waste my time with, 100 pennies that aren't really close friends. Because I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. I'd rather have 4 good friends than 100 people who I may know. And kind of like those big friend groups. They never really seem like really good friends. They just don't. And I've been to several weddings where they have the humongous, like, what's some things called? The bridesmaids and the groomsmen. They barely talk to them. You don't invite somebody you talk to like twice a year. Like, it gets to a point where there are some big friend groups and some big groups of people where I'm like, you're better off alone because those aren't even your friends to begin with. Maybe she's learning to be alone without feeling lonely. That's a big one. That's a big one I think everyone should work on, is being okay being alone and separating that from being completely lonely. Because having that alone time is necessary. Having alone time to just grind, focus on you is needed. Having alone time and doing the things you want to do, like enjoy that. You can go out somewhere, be alone and not feel lonely. Like, I've gone to theme parks alone, concerts alone, movies alone, done pretty much everything alone before. And I've never felt lonely in that sense of like, oh, what was me? No, I'm happy doing my thing. But I do understand feeling lonely, it is hard on some people. And I respect that. And I feel that way too. But there's power in separating the two and saying, okay, I'm good being alone here. I feel this way here. And separating that from like feeling lonely. Maybe she stopped forcing connections that didn't feel right. Yes. There's a lot of friendships out there that I see where you're just forced. No one's forcing to be their friend. If you're not feeling that connection, you're not feeling inspired, you're not feeling motivated, you're not feeling driven, there's no value in the friendship at all, part ways. Like, I do think every single person around you, you need to be getting something from them, and not in a selfish, egotistical way, but just like when you're done hanging out, you're smiling. Like, you feel like better off being around them and their energy. You laugh a lot when you're with them. You love having good time with them. They're fun. Like, that's what I mean by taking something away from them. Like, are they filling your cup up or are they draining your cup? That's what I mean. And no matter who it is in your life, they're either gonna drain you or fill you up. You may come across some people where it's like it's maintained, but no, if someone's constantly draining your energy, cut them off and let them loose. You don't have to force it. Having no friends doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It's not a red flag. It's a reset. Period. Join the reset club below. It is a reset. It's good to just, if you're not happy with your friend group, some friends you have, you run this life, okay? You are in control. You can't change whatever happened to you, but you control going forward. So what are you doing with that energy? What are you doing with your time spent? And how are you preserving your energy? What are you doing to make sure that you're on a path to success, whatever that looks like in your eyes? What are you doing to make sure that the people around you are inspiring you? They're motivating you. They're pushing you. You are becoming a better person because of your friends. That's who you should be looking for. And if you don't have that, sometimes you're better off just being alone. Because I'd much rather be alone than be surrounded by somebody I don't want to be with. That's being fake. That's being fraudulent. Like, don't be the fake friend. Don't be with someone just because you feel obligated to. Because you have to. No. Again, if it's not If it's not an equal where like you just love their energy, you love their presence, why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you disrespecting your own time and disrespecting their time too? Don't do that. Now, can it be a red flag if you meet somebody and they ain't got no friends? For sure. For sure. That can be a red flag, but get to know them, learn more about them, and maybe it's for reasons that are very similar to you on why you maybe not have friends either. You never know.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but the older that you get, you are going to realize if you are someone who needs high maintenance friendships and that's your vibe, you're going to lose a lot of friends along the way.
Yeah, that can be a whole video on itself, honestly, so be sure to hit subscribe. But the difference between like high maintenance friendships and low maintenance friendships, and even low maintenance friendship, if that's even a friendship, or if that's just an acquaintance, or if it's a friendship where, I don't know, it can vary. But I do know the older I get, the more high maintenance friendships is just not, it's not for me. And it's not for a lot of people out there. Like I have friends that I talk to every single day, every other day, every 3 days. That's cool. Hang out weekly, bi-weekly. Doesn't really high maintenance to me. This is like average regular friendship. But I do come across some friends that are like, we've talked about this. So if you're watching this, I love you, dude. But like calling me a lot. Because I'm like doing stuff like this and I'll just get a call and I'm like, I'm busy, I'm sorry. And I try to call back, but you got to work with your friends, okay? You got to work with them, but because you never know what's going on in their life.
Because your homegirl, the reason she missed the birthday or she can't answer a text or she can't answer a call is because she's trying to build her dream life too. And the fact that you are getting so upset, the fact that you are putting so much pressure on her to show up for you perfectly every way, you're not a good friend.
There's a lot to unpack. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick note about the birthday comment. I've missed a few birthdays too. I'm human, it's happened. Facebook used to be the one thing that will remind me, and then Snapchat, but I don't use either. So I try to keep the birthdays in like my calendar. If you know I love you, I love you. Like I'm gonna try my best, but I get that. I've had really close friends that have missed my birthday. It's never been a big deal to me. It's a day. It's a day. Now, from that, sometimes you will come across friends that they just need to know you're there. They just need to know you're there. I have friends that I haven't talked to in a month or two, but if I call them right now, they will answer. I have friends where if they say they need me or I need them, drop of a dime, it doesn't matter. I have friends I can call right now and say, I need 5,000 right now. I will explain tomorrow. It's sent. That exists. And when you run into those kind of people, their lives are chaotic in their own ways. I know mine has, and my close friends are, and I get it. Like, especially now, like that was something I was really struggling with, especially when the channel was starting to grow, and it's a one-man show over here. I'm filming, editing, and I get lost in this, and I'm trying to maintain my friendships, and it's hard, and like I'm actively going through this right now, and I feel for my friends, and I love them, but I am grinding. I have goals I'm trying to get, and dreams I'm trying to achieve, and what's helping me the most is having the friendship where if they need me, they know I'm there. If I need them, I know they're there. They check in on me, I check in on them. We hang out when we can, and I know like I'm not worried about me losing the friendship. I'm not stressed about that. If you like, I don't want the added stress of, oh, you're not calling me enough, you're not texting me enough, so like the friendship's over. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to like grow, quite literally trying to build my dream life. And to do that, I have to lock in. I have to lock in. And me locking in doesn't mean I hate you. Doesn't mean I'm disrespecting you. It's just, especially if I'm being very transparent and like, listen, this is what I'm doing. These are my goals. I don't have time to hang out all the time. I don't have time to play the games. I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. This is where I'm at. I'm gonna make another video focusing on like the transitions of different friendships because we're kind of stemming away from fake friends, but I just need to get this off my chest. This is something that I know people go through. Not necessarily outgrowing their friends, but like just their lifestyles are just different, but you still care about the person a lot. Those types of friendships still matter and they're still important. But at the end of the day, if you're trying to build a life that is extraordinary, a life that is different, unique for you, you have to understand you're going to be moving in that 5%. If 95% of people are moving in the same direction and you're flipping the script and you're going that 5%, shit's going to look really different for you. It really, really is. So you have to manage those friendships some type of way. And this is one of them. So yeah, be sure to subscribe because there's a lot more to talk about on this topic.
You need to understand that, especially as you get older and people are getting married and having kids, girl, you're going to be like ranked number 6. And that's just the truth of the matter. Stop putting so much unnecessary pressure on your friends.
Yeah. Like, I'm realistic in that again, as long as I know you're there for me and I'm there for you, I really don't care. I care in the sense I care about you, but I'm not gonna put that pressure on you. I'm not, especially if I'm seeing your life and, we got the quick text updates or quick FaceTimes. You're juggling your own career, your own job, babies, traveling, family. I get it. I'm your friend. I want to be the source of least stress. I know you will hit me when you have the time. I know you will hit me when you need me. I know when I need you, you are there. I want to be that peace for you. I don't want to add stress to your plate. So yeah, like, you're going to have friends that is like not going to be at your will, especially in your 20s when we're so used to like high school and college, just hanging around all the time, doing nothing, playing games, bowling in the mall, like little random stuff. So being an adult and chasing your goals and dreams, the way people structure their time is very different, very different. So you really have to pay attention to who's in your life, who's pushing you, who's understanding, who's not, and just like take a friendship audit, I guess, of some sorts.
27 years old and I have no friends. Honestly, I wish I could say saying that gets easier, but it really doesn't. The times it hits me the hardest is when I hear other girls having conversations about their weekend plans. Usually things like, what bar are we gonna hit up? Or they're just laughing about something that happened the last weekend or anything like that. It just stings a little. It's not even a little. It just stinks.
I can see that. I can get behind that. Like, you're just peeping from the side, people doing things. You're like, oh, I would love to go do that. It hurts a little bit. It does. And even for me, there's some hobbies that I have where I'm like, damn, it'd be really nice to talk to somebody who has like my extreme fixation on this one niche thing as well. Because they're out there, they exist. And when I say this, I'm talking like very, very niche things. Like in Nashville, there was a heated rivalry rave. And I'm like, I want to go, but like, do we have anybody to go with? Because no one was like very fiending over that show like I was, Or when I go to like Beyonce nights here in Nashville, I do go out and I have my girls that I go with. So like little things like that I can get behind and understand. But even for me, like when I was in high school, I was voted most unique. And I was voted most unique because I really didn't even have a clique. I talked to different people, ventured around, but I never had like a core group of friends. And I never went to like a big party in high school. Maybe one football game. I don't think I ever went to a basketball game. Maybe one, but I have no real memory of them. And there were times where I'm like, oh damn, these people are going out here, or they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And I was just like, I'm lonesome. It can happen. And it does suck sometimes.
Just because that is a piece of my life that I'm missing. There is nothing like just sitting at dinner and just yapping with your girls, yapping about nothing and everything, deep conversations, and then just having casual surface level conversations like gossip. Everyone loves a healthy bit of gossip. The times where it hits me the most is when I'm sitting alone on a Friday night and I just wish that I was out having a dinner and like talking with other people and talking and connecting with friends that I can be myself around.
This is why on like major holidays, I try my best to do a live stream with you guys, because I know that feeling of just like sitting somewhere alone and everyone else is out doing something, especially for a fact. Like I've spent my fair share of Thanksgivings alone, Christmas days alone, and they're not the most fun. It's a bit depressing, might I say. It is. And so I know there's people out there even watching this video right now where you are physically alone, but in this big world of the internet, you're not alone. You're not alone in this feeling. You're not alone in yearning for a great friendship. Being screwed over by fake friends, fake people. Constantly in drama with your friends. It's something we all go through, and it's something I want to tell you right now. Like as you're watching this video, listening, whether it be in the car, in bed, you're eating a meal, you're genuinely not alone. And no matter how hard it may seem, why am I getting emotional? No matter how hard things may seem to be, or where they're headed, it's literally called going through it for a reason. And the season of life that you're in right now this is not the end all be all. You will find your good friends, you will find your core group, you will find and foster those friendships where they're really pushing you to become the best version of yourself. You will find your tribe. I'm at the ripe age, unk status of 30 years old, and I have a good group around me, and it's a fairly new group. Like I'm still cool with like some people from childhood, but like if I'm looking at who I'm texting every single day, let me turn my brightness down. If I'm looking at who I'm texting every single day, I mean, some of these people within the last 3-4 years. So you never really know what's going to happen, but it can and it will. So just hold on to that hope and you'll be fine.
Nobody will prepare you for the fact that when you enter your late 20s, you step into an entirely different version of yourself. You will lose people. You will lose friends. You will change. You will be forced to choose your own boundaries or to keep the people in your life that constantly cross those boundaries.
Yeah. The late 20s is a beast, let me tell you. The late 20s, things really change. I'll say it's as much of like a polar shift as puberty was. Like you're a child and then you hit puberty and then you're like a teenager and you're like growing up. Late 20s, adult. You think you're grown at 18? I know you're doing what you can. I know you may have some bills, you're struggling, you're working, whatever it may be. 21, 24. If I'm looking at my past years, nothing has been as transformative. Nothing has slapped me in the face like you're grown as like the late 20s. I'm like, oh, we're the new adults. Like, I'm an adult now. Like, this is what this is. I'm not a young adult. No, I'm an adult. This is what we're doing now. And again, I'm still young in the sense that, like, I have so much of my life ahead of me. Like, I'm really looking forward to being 45. But late 20s, a whole new beast. You're going to be shedding friends, gaining friends. And it's a time where you really just be learning a lot. And like girl said, late 20s, it's very lonely, very confusing, and honestly, it's just heavy. And when you don't have your core group of friends yet, you don't have that good one person, it can kind of feel like you're just being trapped in a corner, honestly. Especially when you're going through something that you want to talk about with someone, but there's no one there. And it's those scenarios and those reasons where I'm very glad we have today's sponsor, BetterHelp. Because sometimes you do need someone in your corner who's there to listen and help you figure things out. And with BetterHelp, they make starting therapy way easier. You take a quick quiz and then you get matched with the licensed therapist in as little as a couple of days. And if that therapist isn't the right fit, you can swap out and no extra cost. And at that, you can talk to your therapist however you want to. It can be on the phone, it can be a video call, it can be text messaging, whatever works best for you. And given that over 6 million people have used BetterHelp and they have a 4.8 out of 5 rating on the App Store, it's apparent they're doing something right. So if therapy is something that you've been thinking about even a little, this is a very easy way to try it. To get started, you can tap the link below and then I'll take you to betterhelp.com/Amir Odom. And with that, you'll be getting 10% off your first month of therapy. Again, that's betterhelp.com/Amir Odom.
People don't talk enough about the fact that we use the term friends too loosely. Baby,
Probably.
you got more associates than you ever realize. And when I say associates, for you who don't know what that means people you might talk to. You might even share a couple things in common. But it stays at a minimum. Like, y'all ain't doing too much. They don't know too much about you. They're not really checking in on you. But when y'all see each other, y'all make conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I do know people like that. And I was about to say friends. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I definitely know people where we don't talk every day. Our last text was months ago, but if I see you in an event, if I see you in public, we're gonna kick it, we're gonna have a good time. So I guess I could be labeled an associate, not so much a friend, but I feel like that's where best friend came into play. Because you have your friends, and then you have like your best friends. Like, these are like your close friends. And maybe even close friend. Like, is there a difference between close friend and best friend? There could be to some people. Let me know in the comments below if you think so. Because I would say a close friend is someone I'm close with, knows a lot about me, I know a lot about them. I'm there for them and they're for me. That's close. But what I said is a best friend, maybe not so much, but I feel like a best friend is someone like that, but I'm seeing nonstop. Like, I'm with them all the time. We hang out, we talk. Like, that's more like a best friend, bestie vibe. It's like close friend, best friend, very much like close to you, close to the heart, knows you, like that vibe. Friends and associates, I will say this thrown around a lot. And maybe this girl has a point in that we're saying too many people are a friend when they're damn near just an associate.
I mean, I am a victim to this, suspect, whatever you want to call me, to this.
Not
where
suspect.
I really thought, I was like, damn, I got a lot of friends. But then I was thinking, I'm like, bitches ain't checking in on me. You know, when I share great moments in my life, they might be like, oh, congratulations, but they don't really give a fuck, you know? So it's like, realize who's your friends and realize who's your associate. You most likely have way more associates than you ever realized.
Yeah, I think that's true for a lot of us out there. We have way more associates than actual friends. And even your friends, if you think about a close friend, are you more close to them than they're close to you? That's the sad part. It's like, with your close friends, how close are you with them? Is that your best friend, or is that just an acquaintance, or is that just someone you see in passing? Like, what is it? Do an audit. I encourage everybody out there right now, do an audit of your friends. Go through your iMessage, get everybody you've texted, go through like your close friends that's on Instagram, whatever it may be, and say, who was here? Who's actually like a close friend to me? Or do we just know each other? That's a very daunting task, but I'm gonna do it, and I encourage you to do it too. Take an audit of your friendships and who you have around you in your circle, and see, are they there for you like you're there for them? Do that.
I think one of the hardest pills that I had to learn to swallow this year is, because I got somebody's back doesn't mean they got my back. I got my back. And trust me, that was so hard to go through, because when you're coming from such a genuine place and you genuinely want to help people, and they turn around and they wouldn't do the same for you, and that's in any circumstance, like showing up for you, anything, it hurts, because you would think that people would have the same energy that you have for them for you.
It sucks being the nice friend. If I'll be rich. You're too nice. You're so nice. Maybe so. Because if you're telling me I'm too nice, I'm like, damn, do you not think you're deserving of it? Would you not do the same to me? That's the hard part of being the nice ass friend. I've been too damn nice to people and will constantly get ran over, especially in like high school, middle school, high school, and college. Please. Extremely too nice. Getting ran over left and right, wear my heart on my sleeve. It's just, it sucks. And you really do get your feelings hurt, because you don't want to live a life where you're constantly on guard, on edge, but you also have to guard your peace and guard your heart and guard your mindset. And it is, like homegirl said, it's a tough pill to swallow. It is, but sometimes we have to out there, because some people you're going to be dealing with in life are fake and phony as hell. And sometimes me being too nice, me being who exactly I am off the rip, has shown me, I need to not do that anymore. It's shown me front and center who's actually fake and phony, because not to say you're not going to get the real me up front, but like there's things that I used to do for my close friends that I'll just do for a random stranger, because I'm like keeping that same energy across the board. But I had to remind myself there are people out there that are scammers. They will abuse you. They will take advantage of you, the whole nine. So for your sake, because there's always going to be good and bad in the world, for your sake, Amir, you do have to be on edge a little bit. And you do have to guard your peace a little bit. You do have to calm down the niceness and just chill out a little bit. Let the friendship grow. Then you can take that leap of faith. But off the rip, no. Being too nice will get your ass in trouble and get you caught up for real. It would and it can.
No shade.
This says maturing is realizing that it's okay to be seen as the fake friend for cutting off friends who constantly date people that are detrimental to their life. Yeah, if you want to consider that, no, it's not fake. That's being real. I can't be friends with someone who is constantly self-sabotaging themselves and their life. I can give you a few Hail Marys. I can give you I'll help you here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. But if you're insane, literally making the same decision over and over again, expecting a different result, you gotta go. I have no time for insanity. I have no time for self-disrespect. Because if you're disrespecting yourself, what will make you think you're not gonna disrespect me? If you don't care or value for your own time, how do I expect you to value or care for mine either? What are we doing here?
But I'm totally okay being the fake friend who cuts their friend off because they keep dealing with people that are detrimental to their life. I'm okay with that at this point.
Yep.
Because I always, whenever I make a video like this, people always say stuff like, oh, yeah, oh, this is what they want. You're abandoning your friend. I can't believe y'all are fake. I let my friends vent to me because you're just as slow as them. Y'all be dumb together. Of course you can't judge her. Of course you can't judge them.
Dumb and
you
dumber.
be letting him play in your face and dog you out the exact same way, so you can't judge. But as someone who has self-esteem and confidence, and I don't let people play with me, I can't tolerate that kind of nonsense.
Yeah. That is so valid, because sometimes you will surround yourself with people who are doing the same shit you're doing. What growth is there? If you don't have a diverse pool of friends and y'all all copy and paste clones of each other, duh, they're gonna be affirming you. They going through the same shit. Hello? So no, if you actually value your self-worth, they're not gonna be around a fake ass friend. That's not fake, that's real. It's real to confront your friends and say, hey, you're doing this wrong. This is bad. You're making a bad decision here. And if they keep doing it, cut them off, because that's not a good friend to have around. It's not worth it. It's not worth the drama. It's just, it's a waste of time.
Because the same way they play in your face, you will want to play in someone else's face, and it won't be mine. Because what y'all don't understand is that most times those people, because they can't actually be direct, with the people that are hurting their feelings, they instead will be direct with you. Those are the same ones that make excuses for anything their partner does to them, but as soon as you do anything they don't like, they're pressing you. Yeah, okay.
Come on.
So I'm okay with being the bad guy, the fake one, the villain, whatever you want to call me. Because I just personally don't feel comfortable having anyone around me who lets people play in their face.
And that's another thing. If I know you and you're willing to keep someone else around as they're playing in your face, as they're messing with you, being fake and phony to you, how am I expected to trust you or keep you around? That's crazy as hell. It's not worth my time or yours. I'm bye. Bye.
You have a fake friend if they don't give you constructive criticism. They want to see you fail. You need someone like, Amanda, that's not the dress. Maybe you shouldn't post that. Maybe you shouldn't have done this. Maybe you were the bad guy in that last relationship.
You need a friend who's going to call you out with respect, constructive criticism, or just like fill you in on something. You need a friend who's going to come correct. Those are the best. Because if you listen, if they're going to be that trustworthy, that honest, that upfront with you, then you're good. That's a great friend to pour into. That's not fake at all. It's not rude. It's not disrespectful. You need those people around. But again, with respect. Who's calling you out with respect. Who's saying, hey, you should change this. Or hey, I don't know about this. Or hey, this, hey, that. That's healthy. That's a friendship. We need more of that. We don't need to be surrounded by yes men. No, that could be another video in itself. It's surrounded by yes men and people just taking advantage of you. Like if you're one of those people that just like love that kind of like clout, I guess, in your friend group and its hierarchies and stuff. Ugh. I don't know. Again, I've never been in like a classic friend group like that. It's never been my thing, never been my jam. Not in it. But it is more than healthy and for me expected for a friend to confront me about anything under the sun, and I'll be there to answer. That's how it should be. So foster those friendships if you have one. If people just talked more and were very raw and transparent and open, things would be flowing a lot more better with friendships. But sadly, it's not the case. And be sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna do a video specifically talking about the different genders. So like female friendships versus male friendships, because I know talking to some of my girls, them females crazy as hell. Crazy as hell. And then the men can be fake in the sense that there's a lot of men out here who got friendships where they're just drinking buddies, video game buddies, but no real friendship, no like nitty gritty talking about faith and life and motivation and the gym and and progress. Like there's none of that there. It's literally just drinking, gaming. No, there needs to be more substance there. So I'll have another video breaking down the different genders, but all in all, you need to communicate. When it comes to fake friendships and Gen Z and millennials falling into this trap of fake friends, not having any real friends around, in large part, it's because of the communication. People aren't being clear with their expectations. People aren't being clear with how they like their friendships to run, the type of people they like to be around. It's of that. And then two, sad to say, fake ass people. They're out there, and we're forced now, the good ones out here, to keep our wall up, keep our guard up, be a little bit more protective. And it's unfortunate, but damn it, it's there. But more than ever, it seems like people are just having a problem finding their good group of friends, finding a good solid 1 or 2 good buddies to talk to confide in. It's hard out here, because the times you find somebody, you get burnt out because then they end up being fake. And now you end up with people just being lonely, sad. No real friends, no one to pour into, no one to go out with. Go out to dinner on the town, check out this new restaurant. It's hard out there. It really is. And if you're someone out there right now dealing with this right now, I want to let you know, again, you're not alone. Look at this comment section. I'm sure there'll be people writing comments about their experience, and I want you to. Write your experiences about your friendships in your late 20s, early 20s, even your 30s and 40s. How you spotted out fake friendships, how you found real friendships. Share all your resources and everything down below. I would so love for y'all to do that. But like I mentioned earlier in this video, I'm very thankful for your time being here, watching my content, supporting, liking, subscribing. Helps the channel grow a ton. Major shout out to the Reset Club. It's my membership that you can join below. Exclusive videos. I just filmed a video. Will it be out by then? It may be out. If not, it's dropping this week. I'm reacting to the hood and ghetto proms. You're going to join the channel to get to that video, because yeah, it's a lot. It's just too much. But yeah, major shout out to them. And all in all, I hope that you're out there right now achieving your goals and dreams, going after them, locking in tunnel vision, focusing you on only you, and you know and you trust in yourself, you believe in yourself that you can be anything you want to be in this world. As corny and cheesy as it may sound, F that, it's real. You are that person, and you will go after your goals and dreams. You will achieve them, and I'll be rooting from you from this video, and hopefully through our interactions in the Reset Club, Instagram, whatever it may be. I can do what I can to support you, but just know you ain't alone. So with that being said, I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for your time again. My name is Amir Odom, and deuces.